I'm not
we're
surprised.
going to see that sell outside.
They were, and they look amazing. I promise you. You're going to love those.
Amazing.
Yes.
All right, so speaking of amazing
You full
steaks.
yet? Not yet, I hope.
I mean, I kind of sabotaged myself with the steak and with the scallops. Right. But it's okay. Everything else, I've just been one little bite here and there.
Good.
Maybe.
Because hopefully you save some room for one of the most exciting items of the night. We have these beautiful Black Angus Filet Mignon tips. And we're going to show you in a few minutes how we create these and bring them to you at such an amazing value. But if you're somebody that loves our filet mignon, we typically do it at QVC every October time frame. We bring a huge event for the holiday season, right? Because the filet mignon is the best steak of all. It's the king of all steaks.
My fave.
But it's expensive, right? The filet mignon is the most expensive cut on the cow because of the fact of how limited it is. You only maybe get about, call it, 5 to 6, 7 pounds of filet mignon steaks out of every 1,500-pound steer, right? So think about that. I mean, it's really limited. That's why filet mignon is so expensive. Not with this product. These are our Black Angus filet mignon tips. So the restaurant, we're going to go right to the butcher block because I want to show you how we create this product. The restaurant pays the way, but go ahead, please.
While he travels over that way, let me just tell you what your options are. You get 12 or 24 4-ounce packs that look just like this, AKA a petite filet right there.
They do, and inside each one is somewhere between 4 and 8 what we call beef tips, right, or filet mignon tips inside every package. So it's the perfect amount for you to have, and you can actually leave that right here if you want.
We
can put it right there. Oh yeah, please. Yep.
So
there we go.
Exactly. We're going to do a quick little close-up so you can see.
What we're going to show you is in this package, this 4-ounce package, is going to be somewhere between 6 and 8 tips. This is what it comes from. It's the same great piece of meat that you love getting your center cut filet mignon steaks from. But the restaurants pay the bill. What I mean by that is they pay for the premium portion of the filet mignon. So the very center cut portion of the filet is what either the finest steakhouses get, or if you buy our 5 or 6 ounce fillets at QVC, that's where those come from, right? Well, restaurants want every steak to be exactly the same height. So that way, if you and I, Julia, go out to dinner, right, and I order a filet mignon steak, and you order a filet mignon steak, you don't feel like you got less than I did, right? Yeah. So they want to give everybody the same steak.
Because I look.
Exactly.
I stand at the
Of course. You're paying, $50, $60, $70 for a filet. You want to make sure you didn't get taken advantage of. So then the very top portion of the filet, this is what we take and we make all of our tenderloin roasts out of. So we make all of our roasts out of here. All of our high-end steaks come out of here. And that pretty much carries most of this value of the tenderloin. Then we're left with this cut right here, which is what we call the end piece, right? And it typically weighs about 8 to 10 ounces. So what we do is we cut our 2-ounce medallions. If you ever saw our 2-ounce medallions at QVC, right out of here. But then you're left at the last piece. And this is where we take and we make our filet tips from. So you're going to get filet tips that basically are going to be somewhere between, a quarter of an ounce to or a quarter size to about a $half size. Every one of these. And you're going to get them in packs of 4 ounces. So we've taken them and already portioned them into beautiful little packages for you. So that way you can just take this package and pop it in your frying pan.
Okay.
And in a matter of a few minutes, if you want to use 2 packages, this is just an 8-ounce plate, right? We took 2 packs, basically 8 ounces worth of filet mignon tips. And
that's 2 packs.
That's 2 packs, exactly. And we have a beautiful filet mignon dinner on, frankly, a budget, a fraction of what you would pay if you were buying a center cut filet mignon.
Well, think about this. A petite filet mignon is 4 ounces. Primarily, right?
Right.
One of these packs is 4 ounces of filet mignon, just cut into smaller pieces. It equals $5.90 for the 24 count, $5.95 per pack, per 4-ounce serving.
Right.
That's one petite filet. A petite filet at a restaurant is like $50.
Right.
No joke. So let me just remind you, you have your choice of a 12 count of those 4-ounce packs or a 24 count of those 4-ounce packs. Stock up and save on the 24 count, saves you just about $33, and you can see your easy pay maybe on your screen. $17.60 is your 5 easy pays for the 12 count, and $28.60, those are your easy pays for the 24 count. Auto delivery, because we're talking about filet, we're talking about steaks, but now we're going to talk about the versatility that's now at your fingertips that you would never play with a filet like that.
You wouldn't. because of the cost, right?
Right.
So, yes, when these are portioned into 4-ounce packages, there's so many things you can do with it. I mean, and one of my wife's favorite ways to do it is she takes these crostini crackers with literally just one tip, right? One tip out of each package. So 4 ounces is going to do at least 4, if not 5 or 6 crostini crackers, and you have a great hors d'oeuvre for your guests to come over with those beautiful filet mignons. That's what's so cool about these. I mean, look at them. Each one is like a little filet mignon, right? In his hand. Think about it.
It looks like
I mean, it's a little tiny filet mignon.
A little bit.
Right, but you're getting, you know, somewhere between 4 to 8 of these in every 4-ounce package. So you're going to have an amazing experience with these, but there's so many things you can do with them. They cook so quickly. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Here, I'm going to try to give you something that's a little smaller so you can chew it easily.
Thank you. I'll just
jump right in.
Need that.
But, I mean, honestly, even if 3, 4, 5, 6 of these on a plate with a side of potatoes, asparagus, this is a way to have filet mignon every single night of the week.
I mean, it's portion control at its finest.
Right.
But also, I'm a filet girl. I mean, I was kind of a New York strip steak girl a little bit earlier. But when I go out to eat and I go to that steakhouse, I'm the person who gets the filet with the creamy horseradish on the side.
Right.
Which also I make a really good creamy horseradish. Chimichurri, creamy horseradish. These are my wheelhouses. I'm the saucier.
Right.
But this is that same flavor, that same buttery texture melt in your mouth that we love from a filet, because this is filet.
It's the same meat.
It's just bite size, or maybe 2 bite size, depending on which one you get.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why there's versatility. But at this price, it's a fraction of the price of what a filet mignon would cost. But would you get home a filet mignon and cut it into small pieces and put it into your stews?
No.
Would you put it into your chilies, your stroganoffs? No, of course you wouldn't.
Absolutely
this gives you that opportunity and that freedom.
Definitely. I was just going to say, one of my favorite ways to eat this, you mentioned like the stew or the stroganoff. I'll take 1 package of these, 4 ounces, put it in a saute pan with a little bit of teriyaki sauce, put it over white rice, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's super simple, but you're having filet mignon in like that kind of wok style of cooking.
You could use the sesame teriyaki that you picked up with the salmon.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Definitely.
Right there.
Those are perfect.
There's just versatility like none other, but every bite is it's basically like every bite is the perfect bite.
It is.
Because every bite's going to be seasoned. Everybody's going to be cooked on all sides.
Exactly. And everyone's going to be so tender because filet mignon is the king of all steaks. But this isn't something we can do often. You saw the demo a few moments ago. You know, every whole tenderloin, and there's only 2 on every steer, we maybe get, call it 8 to 10 pieces of these. So I don't even think about that. Very limited. We have to sell a lot of center cut steaks to be able to bring these filet mignon tips to you. So when we have them, it is a special treat. I mean, it really is, because it's not like something we can just go out and cut more of. We have to sell more and more steaks or more and more roasts to come up with these tips.
Let me just remind everyone, if I can just grab this over your shoulder real fast. This is how it comes. Now, about how many bites are in here?
So in there is going to be somewhere between 4 and 8 what we call tips, and they're going to range anywhere from like a $0.25 or quarter to a $0.50.
There you go. You're getting either 12 of these or 24 of these. If you get 24 of these, we call that a stock up and save. You save $33. It's $28.60 on an easy pay for the 24 count and $17.60 on an easy pay. You have 5 easy pays on the 12 count. Auto delivery, because you're going to find yourself, you feel so fancy because you're just putting filet in just about anything at this point.
You know, we talk about our sirloin steak being our everything steak because it's like the most value economical one that you want to have in your freezer at all times. But this is just like that, because this is the price of sirloin, but you're getting to have filet mignon.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
You get to have filet mignon.
That's it.
You don't have to wait around for that special occasion to go out for the filet mignon. You don't have to price it at the butcher counter every day to be like, how much is it per pound today?
Exactly.
Oh, and you slowly back away. Because also when you're if you're buying it yourself to prepare at home, like I never buy filet because it's like the risk factor. What if I mess it up and then I just and I overcooked it and I just all of a sudden threw away that 1 piece of steak that was still $30 when I was making it myself.
Exactly. Not with these, right? You're cooking them in 4-ounce increments. So if you're cooking for you and your spouse, you take out 2, right? If you're really hungry, you take out 2 for yourself. But they're so nice when they're individually portion controlled in that 12 or 24 pack. I mean, I would recommend the 24. It's 24 beautiful filet mignon dinners.
Oh, sick. Okay, so we have a sale price. It's a stock up and save of $33 when you pick up the 24 count. Your easy pays are $17.60 or $28.60. 90 days for a year is going to be your auto delivery. M84, I can't read that, 363? 363.